Hello everybody, welcome back. As you can see, we are back in Sakura. Now, we're in Sandbox today because I wanted to show you what I've started. It's not nowhere near complete. So you're just going to have to bear with me. And it's definitely not in the sort of traditional Japanese style that we've been playing with, but I just decided I'm just going to go with what I know. So we have a bridge, we have a canal that we are going to cross over to come to our build, and you'll see there's a lot of bright colors and there's a lot of sort of older buildings which are sort of reminiscent of my village and various other things. So we've got this gorgeous cherry blossom tree, and if you look closely you'll see sort of, I don't know, ropes hanging from it, which I think is awesome, and it drapes over the gate to get into our little village area, and in fact goes all the way through the window in this one house that we have. So on the right we have the start of our well. We haven't got very far with it yet, and I'm still playing with ideas, but here's our whoa. Oops, I didn't do that, did I? Hold on. There we go. I didn't color the wall, so that's a good thing we fell into that. We've got some wood, and we've got a very rickety little shack here, but that's okay. We can live with it. And then we have, I don't say it's a tea house, it's more of a snack house, because there will be food. We can serve people through here, or the people who own the place and run the place can come outside and serve. So this is the first of our starting point places. And as you can see, the cherry blossoms come through the window, which I think is awesome. So there's that. Then we have a half-finished building that's just sort of looking at us here, and we'll get to it. As you can see, it has no back wall, and it has a lot of bottles on the table there, and the corners aren't finished either, because I'm just trying to do things that are sometimes working and sometimes aren't. Then we come to our veggie shop. This is our sort of, I gave it enough space so that you have to walk off the path quite a lot to get to this. Again, it's just a facade. It's nothing more than that. And I think this ceiling is tall enough. Yeah, it's 2.8 meters. It'll be. And I've started. We will have it's a 2-level. The shop is in this section. This will lead to either another shop around the corner here, which we haven't got to yet, as you can see, or it'll have a staircase going upstairs to living quarters. Then we get to the place that I've been racking my brains over. Now, anybody tell me if you recognize this place? Because I built it off screenshots, pixelated screenshots. Let me know if you recognize it at all. We have a machine there. We have an old computer. We will have maps and things on the walls, but we have our one vending machine here. We have a bookcase and a plant, which is all from the pixelated version. And as I say, the color of the walls is straight from the game. This is supposed to be an escalator. It's not looking like an escalator at the moment. I need to cover the the bamboo. I thought maybe we can color the bamboo, but we can't. So I'm going to have to make a plan. But if we come up here, you will see that I'm still trying to finish the top of this here. This is our second section. And again, anybody recognize it? I was sneaky. I took a screen snip from the vending machine down below. If you have a look at it, there. And I just put it onto this machine because those vending machines were too big. So I used the button. I didn't think anybody would mind. And then we've got eggs here. Or balls. What do you think? Does it sort of come close to what I'm trying for? Now, I haven't finished that edge there. That's fine. I'll figure it out. But yes, so that's where I've spent most of my time trying to build this. Apparently it's not deep enough. Got more inside it. But again, it's a small lot. I haven't gone for one of the older, larger lots. But why I liked it is, if you look on the side here, we have, it looks like a rice field. We can't get to it because that's our border. But I thought I could build a little farm here. So that the farmer is actually working the rice field here. I do have an image that I'm wanting to recreate. So there's that. So let me know what you think of that. And you'll see there's lots of stuff flying in the air. Getting floating everywhere. And that corner is almost finished. I haven't quite figured out exactly how to finish it 100%. Maybe you've got some ideas of what I can use to close these corners with. I'm walking into the other building. Finish these corners with. But let me know what you think. But I thought today, seeing as I am playing with the grocer, let's get stuck in here because I've got an image of a grocer, which is again pixelated, but it looks so cool. So let's see. I need something to put fruit and veggies in. We know these are really tiny and they don't really help. So I think we're going to go for our regular little, we can make it as big as we want container. And then we shall use the move tool if needed. Wow, that took me way too long to find. Alright, so we are going to go with the color of the shop. There we go. And we are going to put these on stands. Now, I don't know how big we're going to need them, but apparently 3 of them are fit in the front here with another layer. So something like that on a table and then some at an angle. So I'm going to throw that there and then I'm going to find us a low, maybe a bench. Can we put something on a bench? We don't have any choices in this, do we? Why do they limit us like this? It is so wrong. I'm looking at a picture and that looks like the legs that I'm looking for. Let's see. Doesn't need to be that thick. We can use a thinner one. Let's see. That's interesting. Much better. Now let's see. Will this work? Yes, it will. But we still need enough space behind it. Let's just move this out. Ooh, look at that. It's actually sitting on something. Now, how many vegetables can we put in this? Been here before. We need vegetables and we need fruit and we need other stuff. Let's start with lettuce because that's the easy one. Look at that. It goes in so easy. And you're good, so you can sit over there. Let's just move this one along. Three, four. Suppose we can use bigger ones for some things, smaller ones for others. I think I want to bring it forward. Alright, we've got lettuce. What else do we need? We need green peppers. Let's see how many red peppers we can put in there. Let's just do it this way for now. Well, they're all very cute. The only problem is they all look exactly the same. So let's just make them look a little bit different, shall we? Okay, we have red peppers. What else do we need? We can probably do pineapples because these stand up nicely. Okay, that's nice and cheerful and bright. We've got some color here. What else is bright and cheerful? We'll put rolls and stuff on the other side. These are so tiny. I don't want to. Should we put some watermelons and then some cut watermelons? Just one on top, just for display purposes. What do you say? Damn it. Okay, watermelons. I'm not moving this. I am not moving this now. Oh, actually, I can. No, I can't. Yeah, that's a side effect. So I think what I'm going to do, let's get one of these. And it's going to be narrower. Maybe longer. We can do 3 of those. And then these can be the tomatoes and all the rest of it. Because we know tomatoes are tiny. What else should we put in here? Put some lemons with the tomatoes. I'm sure that'll go down well. And I can't use the move tool because I want to move this whole thing. And if I haven't got everything placed like that, the move tool is not going to work. Whoopsie. That's a little too intense, I think. They're all just going to tumble out, aren't they? That'll work. Now I can just place a few in there. Alright, what else do we have? We've got apples, we've got oranges, we've got bananas. Let's do pears. It's just a matter of lining it up with one next to it. Awesome. That looks pretty productive. What do you say? I wish we had bunches of bananas. I really do. I wish we could put bananas closer to each other, but I'll just put bananas here so I know what I'm putting there. And some tangerines. Then I'll come back and pile it higher. There we go. So we've got the start of a market stall here. I think it's going to be quite cute, except when that actually is in the right place. And with more produce in it. Why does it look like it's not right? Maybe because I didn't do that. Okay. And then on this side, we will have other stuff. We'll have rolls. Oopsie. And bread. There you are. I can see you. So that's for later. And then I don't know if I like the stone around here. Don't think I do. Let's just do that. That's better. I don't mind the stone around because it goes around the bottom of the building. But I don't think we need it there. We do need to do some decoration around the door, but that's for sometime. Now, the shop, I think I'm going to take it to here. We don't need a huge shop. Don't even know if it's going to be this deep. I just am guessing here, but I think that will work. And we can change the floor, of course. Now, a lot of the floors in the pixelated game have decor on them. So I'm thinking maybe we go for, how about something like that? Large. That will work well with the brick on the outside of the wall, so I'm happy with that. I think we need some green in here. I'm not used to working in these bright colors, so bear with me here. That's definitely going to have to be the blue. And maybe we need to do paintings. Let's see how bad that looks, and then we can decide. It's not too bad, actually. Although that blue's a little light now I'm looking at it. How about that? The green looks a bit more subtle. Yeah, that will work for the grocer, because if you see, we have the awning, which is those sort of colors as well. So I think that will work. Now we do have shop counters, and we figured that out a while ago. We've got these, we know about these, but there are these shop counters, which are also pretty cool. Now we've got a corner, which I don't think the grocer's going to need, and a corner that goes that way. So I think we only need that. Now the problem with the window is that you can't really put a counter up, but maybe we can put the counter in the middle. I just want to put it there so I can get an idea of color. And this is definitely going to be the dark blue of the windows and the door. That blends nicely with the wall. Oh, that's beautiful. We have no choices here. That is so sad. Fine. Okay, we'll do the same blue for the top. That looks pretty cool. Only problem is back there. I don't know if I like that, because that doesn't give me enough space for a tool. That. Nope. Not the same height. I like the stool. I want the stool. Okay, I'm going to take two, because our shop's not that big, so we don't need a huge counter. But for our till we are going to need something. Hey, we'll build something. We definitely want paper. See, it's too high. Makes no sense to be there. That's fine. We can build something over here to bring it out there without that on top of it. So I will do that. And then the till will go next to them. We'll be fine. Let's go lighter on this. Maybe a smoother plaster. What do you say? I like the lime wash. Feels more random than any of the others that they've done yet. So I'll take that. And then I think I'm going to do the walls the same. At least these walls. We'll leave the front walls as brick. Maybe. How about like that? I think that works for me. That's cute. And then we can put some wood accents. That's the one that's on the outside, so maybe we should use it on the inside. Yeah, there we go. Haven't decided how deep the shop is, so we'll go there. Yes, that looks good even from outside. That will work. It looks nice and bright through the windows. Can I change these doors? Yes, I can change the glass. How about that? I don't suppose we can do that with... No, we can't. Dang it. Should we turn these doors around so they open out? Nope. They're hitting on the awning. Fine. They can open inwards. So there's a little veggie shop. I'll put a roof on it when I figure out how deep I want it to be. Okay. And as I say, these are the other two. We have a well here. Over in this corner, we're probably going to have a lodging. Please just ignore all of these. They are not... They're not going to stay there. They're just a pain to move because what they've done with them is if I take that and place it straight. Okay, here's my pump. Okay. Snap to grid. Okay. Perfect. Move it. Doesn't move straight. It moves at an angle. So that's a pain. Alright, and then as I say, behind us over there in the corner, we're going to have possibly a few farmers' houses. This is going to be a village. There's going to be lots of places in here. I just don't know how I'm going to get it finished, but I'll manage somehow. So there's that. Should we, in the meantime, actually, you know what, I'm going to take this down. One brick, and we are going to then find a wood for the floor here. There's some really nice woods now, and I want to use them all. I mean, that is beautiful. I don't know if it'll work here, because we're looking at sort of brighter colors, as you can see. I'm a coward. I am a coward. I take that. What color can I add to it? Okay, so we can add some yellow to it so it's not so red. That's not bad. Okay, I really like the concept of these Japanese planks. Something bigger. Let's see what they look like. That's pretty dang good. I like that a lot. Okay, I'll take it, but I really like that wood, so let's go pinch the wood. Here without a roof and the light. Oh yes, that will be perfect. Okay, let's go down and see what we can find here for stairs. Don't think we've got any new stairs, do we? And then all the shutters do have windows on them. Except for the shop shutters. The other windows have shutters on them. Oopsie, I missed a spot. Here we go. No, we're not using that. We're using brick. Dang it. We don't need a huge upstairs. I just want to put a roof on here. Fix the outside shortly. Okay, so this decoration can just go to the end now, and we can add it on all the way around the little house. I'm going to try a thing. I cannot see the roof clearly enough. So let's start with this. Alright, now. I know I haven't pulled it out enough, but that's a terrible color for the color of the actual building. It's fine. We'll fix it. I like just the slight curve to it, to be honest. Needed that tall? Probably not. Oh, dang it. That's not good. Ew. Okay, we're gonna have a problem here. Okay, we'll figure it out. Okay, let me find this wood. Okay, this wood. And then take that off. How about that? Or is that too dark? I always make the roof blue. How about that? Then that is too dark. This is just the stain nothing beneath. There we go. Matches the shutters. Should we push the envelope and stick a few little roofs in the roof? There we go. We got holes in the roof now. How cute is that? How cute is the cherry tree? How cute is that? I'll just have to build it up and then put a little window in each one of them. Thought I'd give you a sneak peek of what our little village is going to look like, and let me know if you recognize anything here. Hopefully you do. This is quite a narrow building, so I think I'm going to put an alleyway behind here and then put another building pretty much right behind there. Maybe the lodging house can go here. We have quite a big road coming down. Okay guys, I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I thought I'd just bring you into my strange and unusual world. Let me know what you think. And am I crazy? Well, we know that. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves. Have a lovely day. And I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.